Maryam binti Anas is interested to purchase a piece of land owned by Azali bin Shahardian. She is paying by cash and the agreed price for the sale of the property is $450,000. She has agreed to pay 20% of the agreed purchase price as the deposit payable upon signing of a sale and purchase agreement. There are two types of transfer by contract of sale, which are private treaty and regulated contract of sale. This particular transaction between Ms. Maryam and Mr. Azali should be a private treaty, as it is a transfer between a registered proprietor who wishes to dispose his property in order to obtain money and purchaser interest to own that property. The first step is to prepare two files, one for the documents and one for the correspondences. Next, Ms. Maryam should be interviewed by her solicitor. Her details must be properly collected so as to avoid any problems in this transaction. It is important to note that official letter of appointment should be signed by Ms. Maryam during this step. After that, her solicitor should notify vendor's solicitor of the appointment. For the next step, several searches should be made by Ms. Maryam's solicitor. The first is land searches per Section 384 of the National Land Code 1965, where Ms. Maryam's solicitor can inspect the register document of title, presentation book, correction book and application of dealings or application such as caveat. The next search is insolvency search. Maryam's solicitor must conduct insolvency search to ensure she satisfies Section 43 of National Land Code. This is because dealings by a bankrupt is a fraudulent conveyance. Apart from that, Maryam must inspect the land to avoid any possibility of scam. If a building is erected on the land, she must have clarity whether it is to be sold together with the fixtures and chattels. Ms. Maryam's solicitor should prepare 4 copies of sales and purchase agreement. Form 14A, CKHT2A and CKHT 502 should also be prepared. The next step is to send draft of the sale and purchase agreement to vendor solicitor. Maryam needs to execute documents and pay the deposit of $90,000 simultaneously, and solicitors of both parties should attest the agreement. Maryam's solicitor shall retain 3% of the deposit, amounting to Rm2700, as provided under Section 21B of Real Property Gains Tax Act 1976. The vendor then shall execute and acknowledge receipt of the deposit less 3% retention sum retained by Maryam's solicitors for remittance.